Polo 1K is our one component water-based polyurethane. It's low VOC, less than 275, comes in gallons or fives, matte, satin, semi and high, and we've actually an extra matte version coming as well. 500 square feet per gallon, 95% cured in the first 24 hours. Will take 5 days or so to reach a full cure. 30% solids, and this is crystal clear. You can roll it, T-bar, lamb's wool, Padcos, synthetic applicators, all the usual. 2 coats per day, maximum please. Products can do more than 2 coats per day, but the wood doesn't like it. You can hot coat Polo 1K over NSB. It's a single component, so although there is a built-in catalyst, it is not aziridine or isocyanate, so no chemical sensitivity issues. And it can even survive 3 freeze-thaw cycles. This is one of my favorite products to apply because it is so easy. It has about a 10-minute wet edge, but as usual with any water-based, work in narrow berths that allows you to get from the top to the bottom and back up before you lose your wet edge. Flows and levels beautifully. Polo 1K. Okay, so on this square here we have 1 coat of pearl sealer on red oak. So we're now going to put some Polo 1K. Polo 1K is our one component water-based polyurethane. This container has been sitting in my basement for 8 months. So the first thing I want to do is drag a stir stick straight down the bottom and run it around and lift it up and look. How much gunk is there? You know what? I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but that's a very small amount of gunk. I'm super impressed with that. That's the silicates, the flattening agents, that's what gives it the matte sheen. That needs to be stirred in. So the importance of dragging a stir stick down the bottom first off is just to understand what you're up against. As you can see, there was very little sludge. So I'm going to give this a 30 or 45 second stir, make sure it's all well mixed in, make sure there's no sludge, and then it's ready to go. If you do have some sludge, it may take an extra minute or 2. So, beautiful, nice, clean stir stick. I'm ready to go. Polo 1K is one of my favorite polys to apply. This is so super simple. I actually have a 9-year-old boy that had never used a roller, never put paint on a wall, put 2 coats of this on his own bedroom floor under adult supervision, but that's how easy this stuff is. So, again, wetting up the applicator, just putting it on with as few touches as possible. And then feather it, pulling it straight with the grain. Polo 1K levels, self-levels and flows out really beautifully. Of course you still want to lay a nice even coat, but Polo 1K, as we talked about in the earlier section, 95% cured in 24 hours in good conditions. About a week for a full cure. This is a mid-range finish. It's not the $120 a gallon, you know, it's a single component. It's 30% solids. It dries in a couple of hours. You can roll it, T-bar it, lamb's wool it, Padco applicators, brushes, whatever you like. 500 feet a gallon. Polo 1K. Okay, so that was Polo 1K matte over the 1 coat of pearl sealer. Here we have 2 coats of pearl sealer, and here we have 1 coat of Supreme Stain Antique Brown. We're just going to put 1 coat of Polo 1K satin finish over it. It's the same as before. Now my applicator's a little wetter. Look at the glide. If you guys could feel this, it's so smooth. Beauty of a panel, being able to pull right off the end. No walls to mess me up. Pretty simple. Okay, so we're back again, ready to put on our final coat on our one coat of Alabaster Pearl Supreme Stain, water popped on red oak, with 2 coats of Pearl water-based sealer. We're now going to put on the 4th coat, which is our Polo 1K. In this instance, we're putting down the matte. We discussed Polo 1K before, but just a quick reminder, 95% cured in 24 hours, about a week for a full cure. It's a 1 component, it's crystal clear, dries to the touch in a couple of hours. Again, 95% in 24 hours. That's the key there. Getting people back on the floor the next day. Okay, super easy to apply. Same method as we've done, just putting it on firstly. And pulling it straight. Remembering to airplane down, airplane off. Polo 1K. Okay, so on this section, yesterday we had 1 coat of pearl and we put on 1 coat of Polo 1K matte. This is the look most designed towards that natural or raw looking floor. Works probably better on white oak because there's less color obviously. But 1 coat of pearl and 2 coats of Polo 1K or 3 coats of Polo 1K or 1 or 2 coats of Endure, which we're going to show in the next clip, and finished floor. So same thing, put it on, and pull it straight. I love that 1K. Polo 1K. Okay, so on this particular panel we have 2 coats of Pearl water-based sealer, and yesterday we put on 1 coat of Polo 1K satin. We're going to put on our 4th coat now. Same thing as before. With this much build on the floor, that applicator just glides. So smooth. Polo 1K satin. Here we are with our antique brown colour that we stained yesterday. And we had 1 coat of Polo 1K satin on it yesterday. So this system, with that stain being the super high solids, this is 3 coats. We put 4 coats here because it's only sealer and poly. They're all at 30%. Remember that stain, 70% solids, plus the first coat of 1K brings us to 100. Here we are with our 2nd coat of 1K. We're at 130% total accumulated solids. So same thing. Put it on, put it straight. Ever so simple. Polo 1K. Okay, so this was our section of the oil-based sealer and the water-based polyurethane. So remember, it's 2 coats of fast dry sanding sealer and 2 coats of Polo 1K. We have the first coat of 1K on here. I'm just going to put the second and final coat on. You remember me saying this is one of my favorite looks personally for a raw floor, for a natural floor. I just feel that you get the best of both worlds. You can see the color being very close to the oil, but you got that clarity and the faster return to service, the durability, etc. of the water-based. So that's 2 coats fast dry sanding sealer, 2 coats of Polo 1K. Okay guys, thanks very much for joining us. We've finished our panel. We have put down stain, we've put down a white, we've put down a raw wood look, we've put down our oil, we've put down water-based on oil. 1 component water-based, 2 component water-based. I've really enjoyed it. I hope if you have any questions, you'll let me know. Here's my phone number. Give me a call anytime. Here's my email address if you prefer. Texting always gets me real quick too. Thanks for joining. Stay tuned for more in the future.